Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am Dan Thompson with Claris Networks, and this is another edition of What's Up in Tech. Today we're actually talking about a new product from Claris Networks. It's called Sharefile. So what does that do and why would you care about it? Well, let's dive right in. All right, so what is Sharefile anyway? So Sharefile is actually the answer to Dropbox for the enterprise. Now, why in the world do we need an answer for Dropbox and enterprise? Why not just use Dropbox itself? Well, a couple of reasons really. So Dropbox is a wonderful consumer grade application. What I mean by that is it was designed for us as users for home use. It's brilliant in that I can sync files between my phone and my PC and maybe a tablet or something somewhere. It's great for that. However, because of Dropbox, people have started using this in the organization, and what we like to say is the organization has lost control of its files. Simply put, you as an employer have no control over who signs up for a Dropbox account, what files they put in that account, and should you decide to terminate that employee or should they leave, you have no way of getting access to those files again, or even, like I said a second ago, knowing what files they had. So let's talk about Sharefile. How does Sharefile actually solve these issues? Well, first and foremost, with Sharefile, you actually pick the employees that have access to the service. So it's not a carte blanche. It's not necessarily all the companies or all the employees in your company. So that's nice. We can also then restrict access to Dropbox. So even though your employees use Dropbox at home, they won't be able to use it when they're at work. So that's a nice feature that we can turn on for you. Now, also with regard to files. So with Sharefile, we can do logging. So employee A uploads the accounting file to their Sharefile. Well, we have a record of that, and we can see, yes, in fact, they did do this, and here's the devices it touched. Now, if those devices are turned on when the employee is terminated or decides to leave, we can actually remove all the files that they had on Sharefile. That's a nice feature because we know, hey, it's been wiped, at least clean from the Sharefile space on their phone. It does not disrupt the rest of their phone though. So really all you're doing is killing the Sharefile files that they've used to sync amongst the other devices. Also, we can do Active Directory integration, which what that means is if you so choose to, you can have people log in to Sharefile with the same username and password that they use to log into Windows. So it's a nice feature. It's one less password that you have to remember. And again, the one big feature, so with Dropbox, it lives in data centers, who knows where they are, right? I mean, it's Dropbox's decision what data centers they operate in, so we have no idea where that data is. Dropbox is also a shared environment, which means your data resides on servers that everyone else's data lives on. They have had breaches in the past where me as a Dropbox user can see all the other Dropbox users' files. This is potentially very bad for business because, I mean, what business wants some other business to be able to see their file, or just some person for that matter? Sharefile, on the other hand, is different because Sharefile will actually reside on servers that you own. So you can lease these servers from us, or we can set it up on servers that you have existing. So you always know where your files are. It's not living off in some data center somewhere. It's living actually at our data center. I can walk you down there and show you where your data lives. Or if it's at your location, you obviously know where those servers are. So it gives you great peace of mind with the same functionality that we're used to with Dropbox, plus the added security of being able to log, being able to control who has access to what, and at the end of the day, we can control passwords and do management much, much better. This will allow corporations to actually regain control of their data and not leave it up to the users to decide what I can and can't sync and what's appropriate and what's not. We want that control to be in the company's hands. If you'd like to know more information about Sharefile and how your company could implement it, send us an email at info@clarisnetworks.com. We'd be happy to talk more with you about it. Also, if you're an existing customer, feel free to reach out to your salesperson or your technical account manager. Again, I'm Dan Thompson with Claris Networks, and we'll see you next time on What's Up in Tech.